Hello, people. Hope you're all okay. I recently finished a diamond art piece, my first diamond art piece. I'm going to go through what I got in the kit, how much it cost me, how I found the materials that were supplied with it, what it was like, my thoughts and feelings, really, and share them with you. So, first of all, we've got a video here of me opening the diamond art. So, what we got in the box was the actual diamond art piece itself. We got a tray to put the diamonds in, a pen and some wax, and I don't even know how many diamonds are here, but I'd say a few thousand diamonds. There were a lot of spares at the end, which is good because I can use them for another project. To set up the piece, I thought it would be best to have it taped down flat onto something that I could move around with me, so I didn't have it all in one place, or if it wasn't stuck down, it wasn't gonna fall off and cause a mess. So I put it on an A3 artboard, just stuck it down with some masking tape, and I have seen some videos on YouTube of other people doing diamond art. I wanted to do it in sections. So here I am splitting it into 8 sections, I think I did. So I could cut each one and concentrate on that for however long it was going to take me. So I was quite happy with the way that I set it up. Here I am starting my first section. So I just cut it off with a little knife and pulled away the plastic. I had no idea how long it was going to take me, how fiddly it was going to be. Had no particular order with the colours that I remember. I just did it colour by colour because I only had the one tray. Just started looking for the letters on the board that corresponded with the packet that I picked up. I might have started with the one at the top, one, which I think was W. So the pen and the wax, they were good. It did the job. The only thing that I would probably do differently next time, this piece doesn't have a lot of big blocks. There are a few, but big blocks of diamond. The pen is good for the small pieces where you've only got one or two together. But I think if I was going to do this again, I would probably invest in getting a different pen with a different end so that I could put blocks down where you got the bigger blocks. But I think for what I was given, it did the job. The wax as well did the job as well, picked up the diamonds. I did have a few problems now and again getting the diamonds out of the tray, but I think that's probably going to come with practice, and probably if I used a different pen as well, that would help. Yeah, so as I mentioned, the diamonds, sometimes they were hard to grab. These were the not the square, the circular diamonds. I did find as well in some of the packets there were colours in there that weren't supposed to be in there, just the odd one or two, which was a bit weird. They did stick well to the sticky surface of the diamond art, and the only issue I did have, because I didn't have any organisation system, it was open a packet, close the packet with some masking tape, and go back to it, and I'll get on to the next square that I'd cut out. Sometimes I had them falling out, and I did have one where the whole packet went on the floor, and I was there for ages trying to pick them up. So I think a takeaway for my next diamond art piece would be to have some sort of organization system. Little pots I've seen you can get where I can put them in, and to put them away as well. That was a bit of a nightmare trying to get them back into the little packets that they're supplied in. So if I got a little funnel, some little pots with the stickers of what the number of the colours are, I probably would set all that up first, and that would probably save me a lot of time going forward. So the painting itself, it took me, probably because of the fact I only had the single pen and the amount of time it took to get the diamonds in and out of the packets, only having the one tray, about 2 to 3 hours per block. So all in all, it took me to complete the painting. If you're talking hours, if we said it was maximum of three, I worked on this when I had an hour or two or half an hour spare now and again, in daylight, in the evenings. So I used a torch. You can probably see that on the videos, the torch reflection. It did bring out the shine of the diamonds quite nicely, though, I found. So yeah, whenever I had a spare bit of time, I worked on it. And I think all in all, this must have taken me about 2 months to complete, alongside the other things that I do, like my full time job, other commitments. So yeah, you've got to have a bit of time aside, a bit of spare time to be able to complete these, I think, because I think you run the risk of starting it and never finishing it. The thing that I did notice about this particular plate in itself is it wasn't as bright as I thought it would be. So I've put a filter on the video to make it look a little bit brighter. If I took that off a second, here you can see this is the probably truer color of it. So I think before I frame this and complete it and seal it, I will see if I can do anything about maybe just coloring some bits. I don't know if a paint marker would work on some of these diamonds and not come off when I put the glue on. We'll have to see. I think we've lost a little bit, unfortunately, of the other animals. And the elephant's quite clear, but there are some animals you can't really tell what they are. So I'm going to try and make them a little bit clearer in another video, see what I can do with that. The painting itself is a good size, so it's 30 by 40 centimeters. If I'd have got any bigger, I probably wouldn't have completed it. I'm quite happy with the size overall. It would look nice. They stuck very well. I had a few that came off now and again when I was leaning. It was probably my fault leaning on the ones I'd already stuck down to put new ones on. That's why I've got pieces of paper floating around all over the place to try and stop that happening. But there were a few that had come off. But overall, it was once I'd put them down, they were there. They haven't come off, and they've been on there for a good couple of months now since I completed this painting. It was nice and easy to work with as well. It was easy to understand. I got it straight away. The main takeaways, I think, I did waste a lot of time opening and closing little diamond packets. So I'm going to have a look, see what I can buy to organise this for next time, and probably share with you how how I'm going to organise my next painting. I've already got it. I know which one I'm doing. Also, a lot of time was wasted trying to pick up the diamonds, so get a bigger pen as well for the larger areas. That will save some time. Make sure I have enough time to commit to finish it as well. So maybe when I've got some holiday off work, I can sit down and crack on with it. It was great to be able to escape and focus on this diamond art. So something to take your mind off things. There was no sort of risk of you going wrong, really. If you put the wrong diamond colour down, then that's the only thing you could really do wrong. You could easily get it off again. It was quite nice to just sit there and relax, really. And I did quite like the little clicking sounds that the diamonds made. And also when my hand got stuck to the sticky paper as well, it made a bit of a sound. So I included that in my first video, which I'll link in the description below. The end result, I'm happy with it. I am a little bit disappointed on losing some of the details on the animals. So I'll also look at doing another video to see if I can improve it, just to try and make them stand out a little bit more. But overall, it's something, after my first experience, I would definitely recommend to anyone who wants to just sit down, relax, and wants to spend a little bit of time doing something a little bit different. Diamond art kit that I purchased, it's from Amazon, and it was only £8. So for the amount of entertainment or time, let's say, it took me for 24 hours of art. So you may have noticed I've only got a couple of videos on the channel so far. This is a new adventure for me. I am trying to get back into art. It's something I enjoyed when I was at school, but haven't had time for. And now I've got a little bit of time here and there. I thought I would try and rekindle my love for art and try some new things as well along the way. So if that's something that you're interested in, please consider subscribing. And if you like this video, please do so. Thank you very much for watching the video and getting this far, and I'll see you all soon.